going on, YouTube? I am back with another arena video, and for the first time in forever, I have the combination of white and red spells. Now, if you know, I talk a lot about how I don't really play with white. I'm not very good at building with it. I just recently got good at building with red, like in the last year or two. And I'd say the color that I have the hardest time building a deck for is probably white. I don't think I really get it in my little pea-sized brain. And so let's cut over here and hope I get to at least play with white today. Let me move my switcher out of the way. I've been playing some Animal Crossing, debating if I'm going to spend that tax return on getting a capture card for my YouTube channel, just because I want to restart my world and stuff. But let's. What colors can I play with? I can play with both of them, so I'm definitely gonna play with both of them. I don't care. Can I concede? I cannot concede. Okay. How many cards can I craft? 3. I've been getting 3 on that a lot. Okay. And can I build a deck that I've already built? I cannot. Okay, well, let's this time move you here. Yeah, so you can see all of this now. Alright, awesome. This is not an amateur projection. That's the last deck we built for a daily. Go ahead and check that video out if you haven't seen it. I don't know what this video is gonna pertain to, but I want to find... I know knights are common in red and white. You can get knights in both of them. What else can you get in both of them? Warriors? Ooh, do we revisit the warrior deck? Oh, it said I can't build one that I've already built. I haven't built white-red auras. I could do that. Oh yeah, I could definitely do that. Without Siona though, Siona kind of holds the aura deck together when you're in a pinch. Otherwise, you're just kind of... Yeah, I guess it could be done fairly easily, actually. Wow, okay. So you need 4 copies of him, 3 copies of this. You probably do want the shield, but I'm not going to worry too much about it right now. All the glitters. Everybody plays this enchantment. It is very good. It's a 2 mana, 4 total, so you get like 2 power, 2 toughness. I like Sentinel's Eyes a lot. I think it's pretty good. That could be my own personal opinion, or it could be fact. Whenever a creature dies, if an aura you control is attached to it, return target creature card with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard to your hand. We don't even have any creatures yet. We don't even know what we're going to be playing. We're going to be playing some Pilgrims for sure. Pilgrim's just really good. You can play 3 of that because that's really high on the mana curve. Going to play a couple of that. Don't worry, we will cut shit out. Aura decks are kind of hard. You have to pick all the auras that you want to play and then go down them, because I like to play this. I like to play my Storm Heralds. I never bought a 3rd Storm Herald. Are you serious? I really thought I did. That sucks. So this gives haste, so we want that over this one because we can actually equip it to an artifact, but I guess we're not even going to equip it to an artifact, so I'll take the... Well, you do draw a card. We'll do 2 and 2. 2 and 2. Yeah, since I already have 2 of those anyway. Oh, and that's 60 cards. Well, there's no way we can... So what you really want with Storm Herald is you want the ability to have trample. Otherwise, there's no reason to have it. So do I not have any trample auras in red or white? Ooh, that is terrible. We might not be making auras. Ooh, that sucks. Oh man, that sucks. Ooh, what about... Ooh. Okay, we could get some creatures with trample. We could play Hobfiend, sure. Ooh, that really hurts. Attacking non-human creatures I control have +1/+1 and trample. It will bump all that glitters. It is only 3 mana. Whoa, that sucks. We'll play the god, even though he's technically an artifact. Just the fact that he has trample and is a big creature in general is nice. We probably want the Purphoros' interventions just to give ourselves an elemental that maybe, like, if we have enough mana, we could give ourselves a small elemental with trample on it, because it comes with trample, and then Storm Herald all of our auras onto it. I mean, that's not a bad thing to have. God, this sucks though, dude. We probably want Outlaw's Merriment because it gives us a chance to give something trample. But our top end is really fucked up right now in terms of like our spells. And I'm definitely going to play 4 copies of this guy because he comes with trample. That's so good. So our biggest cost spell is only 4 mana. So we don't need 24 lands at all. Obviously, I still need to get my Doom Scars. I need to get my Storm's Wrath. I need to get all that kind of stuff. So we'll add all of that, and then like I would also like some Banishing Lights, but I'm thinking I'm just gonna put the Core Spirit that can exile stuff. Or maybe I'll put the... because she can only exile attacking creatures, right? The Angel chick. I'll put some of these in just because they are lands and they're tap lands. We're only playing 2 colors though, so it's not the end of the world. We could put that +1/+1 counter lady in, but we're already so far off the theme of auras right now. I don't want to put more non-aura things in the deck. Oh boy. Man, there's some good cards I could put in here too. But I really want to build an aura deck. I want to see if I can do it. Ooh, excuse me. My goodness. Man, there's so many good cards. Yeah, so non-land permanent you don't control with converted mana cost 4 or less. That fucking sucks. Man, that sucks. Ooh, and we only have 1 Sigurd. That fucking blows. We don't really care too much about flying. I mean, we have the Envoy Aura combo has been proven before. I mean, you can win with just putting Envoy down fast enough and a handful of auras, so... God, but there are so many good... There's so many good, like, creatures and shit. Like, one thing that I could do is I could play... So... Yeah. Here... I could play the Vulpikeet and mutate that onto the Hobblefiend. So then we have something that can be... It'll get its own counters and remove itself generally from anything, like most removal, except for targeted removal. And at that point, if we have enough cards like Shelter in, we can normally keep it alive. But what I want to do is just make... I want so many auras in the motherfucking graveyard that when I play Storm Herald, they concede. That's the kind of deck I'm going for here. So let me find my Doom Scars. Wait, did I already put them in? There's no way I already put them in, right? Oh, I did put them in. Okay, cool. And now we're looking for our Storm's Wrath. But I do want to go through and see if there's any other red cards that I want. Like the... Crash Through isn't terrible, but it's not really all that great. If we could find something with Boast that gives itself trample when it attacks, that isn't too bad. I might look into that after I find my Wraths. So let me just, that's actually not a bad idea. So I'm just gonna look for that. If that exists, that's gonna be the best thing we want. Gives itself trample. Makes a flying thing. Da 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 da. No. Oh man, that card is super good. No wonder red is fucking broken right now. I have not even like looked at red. I know I don't have any of the cards for it, so I just haven't even looked at it. So nothing can give itself trample. We're at 80 cards. Let's go down some cards here. So probably don't really need the Knight's Pledge, though it is still good. The Spectral Steel I like. I think our low end is set here. We could go down one of those because Transcendent Envoy is so good. Rune of Speed finishes out our top end, and Heliod's Pilgrim is not bad either. So now we're looking at all of these other things. Do we really need them, and or do we care enough to keep them? 3 Doomscar is perfectly fine. As you know, normally I would play the white land that you can blow everything up for 8 mana, but it's just not worth it. It really isn't. Like, we're playing a deck where we want shit to die, and so we kind of just want to throw... I mean, this destroys all non-land permanents, and I guess at the end of the day, I should put it in the deck, and I might put it in the deck, but right now, I need to cut the deck. So, we're playing 24 lands. We can go down a few lands. I don't want to go down the Outlaw's Merriment, though, because that could be what really saves us. That thing making one of its trample boys, the warrior with trample and haste, that could save us. That it makes one of those, we Storm Herald all of our auras onto him, win the game. I mean, so at that point we probably don't really want things like Ikoria's Blessing is one of our damage dealers. So having 5 things that can deal damage isn't bad, but having like all of it at 4 mana is bad. So I will take this over. I'll go down to 1 copy of Storm's Wrath because we're gonna keep 3 copies of Doomscar. Doomscar is just so good. I love Doomscar so much. I mean, it's just really good. We can go down to 2 copies of Knight's Pledge. But you see, now we're still up 16 cards, so probably go down the Commanding Presence, though. The tokens do help. We can go down to 2 Havars, so then we're only playing 4 gods total. We don't mind seeing either of these in either game. Giving something Double Strike is pretty good, and its sword ability to return things to your hand is very good, so we'll keep that. I don't know that we need the Hasty Boys. We might not need to be that fast, so we can go down the Hasty Boys because we care way more about trample. We're not really trying to get in there as fast as we can. Having Vigilance is good, and always being able to play it from the graveyard if they have Enchantment Hate is very good. I don't know about Knight's Pledge, if I'm being completely honest. And at that point, I'm already playing Spectral Steel. Yeah, fuck that. Everybody plays it though. I just wanted to see why, but I guess I'm not gonna find out. I took it out of the deck. Ooh, this does suck. I'm not gonna lose the Purphoros' Intervention, and I'm not gonna lose the Doomscar, so we're gonna go down the Storm's Wrath entirely. And we're probably going to go down the Blessing, though the Blessing is nice. It only comes in and does 4 damage, though. It's just not worth it. I mean, here we are. Alright, let me get out of my thoughts for like 2 seconds. Alright, so how do I run this back to myself to explain it? because I know the people who watch these videos, because my videos are starting to be watched by a few more people than just the people I know. The way I build decks is I like to curve out as best I can, because I play 3-mana Magic, which is just exactly what it sounds like. And as you can see, I have a lot of things at 3 mana, but I now have a lot of things under 3 mana, which also contributes to 3-mana Magic. Basically, right now I'm curving into 3 mana, so I need to drop some of this. I will go down to 2 Sentinel Eyes. I'll keep the 3 Spectral Steel. I'll keep the Hop Fiends because they're just good. They have trample. They're just good for what we need them to do. Heliod's Pilgrim. Probably only want 2 of those, but I'll be honest with you, I'll go down to 2 Ferocity of the Wilds because there's a lot of stuff I can give trample to. There's a lot of ways I'm going to get trample on the board. We're still playing 21 lands, so the 2 cards I'll probably go down will be lands. Yeah. And it's all going to be tap lands. Always play the Scry lands if you can. Obviously, if you don't have any Scry lands, there's no reason to play Scry lands. We'll go down to even here. We are just about evenly split. We have more white. That's okay. This taps for white. So we should be somewhere around, that says 19 plus 3 is 21. No, it's 22. I'm stupid. So we should be pretty good. Though I am definitely going to go up this. And since a lot of our red cards are at the top of our mana, I'm going to go down mostly the swamps. We don't have anything that searches for lands, like basic lands or anything. So we're only going to craft 1 card. I do not carry them over. And we're going to use the Hobble Fiend to make this deck. I want to know how it's going to do. If you're new to my channel, if you're new to my videos, and you made it all the way through that deck construction, I just throw decks at standard rank. That's all I do. That's all I do all the time. And somehow I always end up in platinum. I mean, one deck's going to have to stick, right? Last season, at the end, I built Jund Elves, and that was probably the most fun I had in a long time. And I played that deck like a lot. It got me out of platinum, but I was mostly playing it to see what other decks were being built. Like, I was testing a strategy, basically. I was like, all right, if I play cards from Kaldheim, Callidium, will I be able to play against like other decks that are doing the same exact thing? So I wanted to see if I play mostly Kaldheim, Callidium, Kilagam decks, will I play against those cards mostly? And it wasn't the case at all. So, you know, a waste of venture, but alas. We might want to attack, but I'm not gonna. We can always sack it. We can always sack our envoy to block that if he mutates something big onto it. Ooh, he's gonna like that a lot. Yeah, you're gonna have to choose the Outlaw's Merriment. We are an enchantment deck, so we don't have too much enchantment hate. So he just saw our whole plan, so he's just gonna leave counters up. We cannot concede though, so no, don't do that. We'll block it. Having flying is important right now. We don't need him to draw a card after seeing our hand. That'd be fucking terrible. We kind of want to play... What could he have taken? Non-land card. Yeah, we kind of want to play this guy. Yeah. Boom. Cool. Because we would have been playing Outlaw's Merriment, but he took it. So, yeah. Too bad we don't have any enchantment hate. And we aren't drawing any enchantments, but we're just getting some damage in. That's all we can really do here. Well, he already has trample. Right on, right on. We're gonna have to put some enchantment hate into the deck. Sick, sick. Let's see what's happening here. That's terrible. Give it +1/+0. Ah, there we go. It's just the race will be lost if he gets enough clerics, so we can't concede. You're gonna be watching a long game, I would imagine. Doesn't look like he's gonna be blowing up any of my creatures, so we're kind of just in a losing battle here. Like, all right. Does this say library? It does say library, so he'll counter this more than likely. He didn't. Wow. Okay. Just end my turn. Yep, we lost the race. It's too bad we can't concede. We'll see how it goes, I suppose. Looks like we're gonna need some Banishing Lights or just some of those 2-mana enchantment destruction. It don't matter. He gains all the life. Like, we'll keep that one. God damn, no. Twas a slow start in the first place. We didn't get like any auras. And there's so many auras. Our first hand was all auras, and then our second hand was no auras, all creatures. So no blocks. Just die. Let's go get some enchantment hate. And I think what mana do I put it at? You know what I mean? Like, I guess 2 mana is over flooded, but it's not. Okay. Enchantment. I don't know if I gave anybody anxiety when I was just typing that, but you're welcome. I think we're gonna have to put it at 2 mana. We almost just need it at 2 mana. We could do the Light of Hope. It is mostly enchantments we're gonna be afraid of. And then we have that at 1 mana. Now I have to go down 4 cards though. Envoy's too good to go down. Hopfiend's the whole point of the deck, basically. We'll go down a Commanding Presence. Might have to go down a Doomscar. We'll go down a Light of Hope. 3 isn't too bad. We will go down a Heliod's Pilgrim. Because we do have the lands that can search, so we're still playing 4 Search for an Aura. The land one just costs so much. And I guess we go down a Doomscar. But Doomscar's so good. Doomscar is what could save us, dude. We might have to go down just the Sentinel's Eyes altogether. But Vigilance is good, and being able to play it from the graveyard is good. This gets shit from the graveyard and only puts it into our hand. We don't need it. We don't need it. I just don't think we need it. Let's go try it. Like, what in what situation am I going to be needing an aura out of my graveyard, but I'm not already waiting for a Storm Herald or have a Storm Herald? You feel me? So I'm really hoping I draw another creature is all this is. Because I don't want to be playing my Storm Herald. That's not a creature. Which means I'm definitely playing this as a land. Sidious. Okay. I don't like this. I really don't like this. Let's see what he can do. I mean, it looks like he's just gonna be playing big green, right? Like counter, white green counters. Yeah. Okay. So having a Doomscar on deck is a good idea, and we can always Light of Hope. Anything like that one thing that gives stuff +1/+1. This is why I didn't want to go down to 2 Doomscars, because sometimes you're just in a situation like this where you're going to use Doomscars like every couple of turns at the beginning of the game, and I can only use 2 of them now. But I did add a Sentinel's Eyes, so I could always go down to Sentinel's Eyes for another Doomscar. Though this hand would have been 3 Doomscars and 1 Storm Herald, and I don't like that either. So right on, right on, right on. Okay. Well, it might be time to just start playing the Storm Herald. I mean, he doesn't have Vigilance, but he can get in and deal some damage. I have none. Oh, yeah, I'll attack. If he blocks with both of them, that's what I want, so. Why am I gonna Doomscar my own Herald? Well, I put the Doomscar away for a keepsake, basically. I want him to know that it's an option for me, but I also want him to think, this is what I love about Foretell, is he doesn't know what I foretold. So, it's only until end of turn. He's drawing a bunch of cards. Cool. So he's trying to make me Doomscar. But before I do that, I would like to do combat damage to a player. It would need trample. So I will do this. Give him vigilance. I'll give him some more vigilance. And then I'll give him this. Okay. Doesn't want me making a token. Don't blame him. But he's gonna need to pump it way more than +2/+2 to get in. A Banishing Light is good. Gets rid of all my auras. Best thing about this deck, though, is now if I blow up that Banishing Light, I get all those auras back. And I can just Doomscar him and then... yeah. So, check it. Bloop. He comes back onto the field. I get the trigger again. I get in. It's a good time. The deck, the deck works. So, the only problem is we just exiled 3 fairly decent auras on turn, whatever this is. Get a Flying Boy on the field. Attack with everything. He won't block because he's in a position where he needs to draw cards. If he blocks, that'd be crazy. That is right, sir. You have just lost to red-white auras. I'm putting another Doomscar in the deck, alright? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down to Sentinel's Eyes and put another Doomscar in the deck. That's nice. What am I going to draw? That's fucking useless to me now. Well, everything get in. He can't take the Storm Herald and the Transcendent Envoy, so... That's right. My Transcendent Envoy gets +1/+0, bro. Did you know that Transcendent Envoy was a 2/2 this whole time, brother? Equip it just for fucks. All attack, get him. That's right. This deck is not utter dominance. We did lose, but did we finish the daily challenge in only 2 games of casting enough spells? Oh, we're only 4 short. Oh, that fucking sucks. Well, we're only doing 2 games today because this is a 30-minute video already, because it took me so long to balance the deck. But what I would like to say is go down a Sentinel's Eyes, because you have 4 Light of Hope. You can give something +1/+1. Oh, I didn't go down a Doomscar. Ooh, I have 3 Doomscar? This whole time I thought I only had 2. That's beautiful. Alright, no wonder I drew 2. Probably keep the Sentinel's Eyes then. To be completely fair though, I'd probably put a Hobble Fiend in. 2-mana 2/1 is a good blocker. And he'll probably keep you alive long enough to get a Pilgrim out. And once you get a Pilgrim out, you're going to have something that's going to have 4 toughness very fast. Which might not matter, and it might matter. But there's always Doomscar. So I'd probably go up the Hobble Fiend. Though the Sentinel's Eyes does make a lot of sense. Honestly, either one of those would be a great choice. And thanks for watching.